as possible. We need to democratize opportunity so that one intervention serves one section, another intervention serves another section, another intervention serves another section, as we seek to democratize opportunity so that we can reach to as many young people in the Republic of Kenya as we can. Na ndio sababu hiyo mimi nafurahi kusimama mbele yenu na kuwazungumzia nyinyi kama vijana wa Kenya. Mimi nataka niwahakikishie nchi yetu ya Kenya, this country called Kenya, by God's grace, we are going to change this country. And the men and women that are going to change this country, you are part of them. Mtu asiwaambie ya kwamba hii Kenya itarudi nyuma. Mtu asiwauzie story ya Kenya that is a failed state. The failed state is in their heads, is in their failed heads. Kenya is going forward. And I want to tell you, the challenge we have had as a nation, shida tumekuwa nayo kama taifa, sio shida ya vijana, sio shida ya wananchi, sio shida ya pesa, ni shida ya uongozi. That is the challenge we've had. Leaders. Viongozi wengi hawana habari. I say this without fear of any contradiction. The challenge we have had is a challenge of leadership. Mtu tu anataka kupigiwa makofi. Morning, evening. Anaimbiwa na wamama. Morning, evening. Na hakuna kitu anafanya. He has no plan. He has no idea. He has no agenda. He has no program. He has no vision. Watu wanahangaika tu kuimbia huyu mtu. Left, right, center. Oh, bwana mkubwa, excellency, nani, nini. And let me tell you, we made a decision that we are going to change this country. And we are changing Kenya one step at a time. When I came into office, the economy was doing badly. Inflation was at 9.6%. Our dollar exchange rate was close to 165. Kenya was set by all that it was going to default in its international financial obligation. But we provided leadership. Today, there is a world of a difference in the economy of Kenya of 2026 and the economy of Kenya of 2022. Today, inflation has come down from 9.6% to 4.5%. Our dollar reserves have grown from 7 billion to 12.3 billion, the highest in the history of Kenya. Today, I have told you, the dollar exchange rate, which was at 165, today is at 129 and coming down. Today, Kenya has grown its economy. We have overtaken Angola, we have overtaken Ethiopia. Kenya is the 6th largest economy in just 2 years. Listen, young people. It is not because we discovered anything new. It is because we have provided leadership. We have made the decisions that are necessary for Kenya to move forward. It is not that we didn't have money to run a program like Nyota. The only challenge was that there was no leadership on how this is going to happen. And that is why I want to persuade you, young people. You, your energy, your talent, your expertise is going to transform our country. Do not accept to be used by people who just see young people as people wa kupiga makelele, contractors wa kwenda kutupa mawe, watu wa kwenda kufanya mambo haya mengine. Mtu akitaka mtu ya kutupa mawe, contractor number 1 aweke mtoto yake. Sio hawa vijana wa Kenya. Sijui kama tunaelewana. Tuko pamoja? Nasikia viongozi wengine wanaongea tu hapo, oh, vijana nyinyi, tunataka mkuje mtusaidie kupiga watu wengine. Vijana nyinyi, tunataka mkuje mtupigie kura. Vijana nyinyi, young people of Kenya are not voting machines. They also want to know how are they going to change their status? How are they going to make progress? What is the plan for them to improve their lives, to grow their jobs, to have revenue, to be able to progress? Ama namna gani? Sijui kama tunaelewana. Tuko pamoja? And I am talking to you candidly because, skizeni my friends, we will change this Kenya by God's grace. Nyinyi mnanielewa? And I am very confident. When I talk about we are moving Kenya to the first world, I am determined and I am serious. And it is because we have a plan to do it. Na mutaiona, just when you are here, this country is going to change. Tunaelewana? Let me give you just a few things for you to think about. The first thing we must do is that we must make sure that every child in Kenya has an opportunity to learn. Countries like Korea, countries like Singapore, countries like Malaysia, they invested heavily in education. And that is the reason why in the last 3 years, we have increased the budget for education from 500 billion shillings to 702 billion shillings this year. It is the reason why we have built an extra 23,000 classrooms, because education is important. It is the reason why we have hired 100,000 teachers, because education is important. It is the reason why we have a new student-centered funding model for our universities and our TVETs, because the education of the young people of the Republic of Kenya is important. And it is the reason why, going forward, we're going to put more money in STEM subjects, in science, in research, in technology, because we need the human capital that is going to move Kenya from a third world country to a first world country. Nyinyi mnanielewa? That is what we are going to do. When I said we have hired 100,000 teachers, people think it is a joke. Go ask the fellows of KEPSA. Go ask the fellows of NAT. Go ask the fellows of KUPPET. We have hired 100,000 teachers. And we have invested heavily in education, because education equalizes the children of Kenya. The children of the rich, the children of the poor become equal when they have access to education. And I have asked people who have no ideas of what we are doing not to bring small politics and propaganda into our education system. We have made sure that this year, going forward, capitation is going to be in school before our children arrive in school, so that there is no gaps in the teaching of our children. Number 2 is, what do we do about the investment we are having in education? How are vijana